Okay, LP3, go ahead, LP3. LP3, are you there? LP3. All right, who was here before? Salvation or Clay? Which one? Are you there, Clay? No, no, no.
Yo, can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I just got here. So what's the topic?
Okay, hold on, Clay. LP, he came back. Go ahead, LP.
Sorry, my mic I was suppressed.
All right.
I was in a DM with a Muslim.
Mhm.
I don't know if they are still watching, but it was Wheelie. They were in the chat, and we were talking about 3350. You're familiar, right?
3350. Oh, what about it? Go ahead.
Okay, so
I lost
they
you.
use the word nikah, if I'm not mistaken. Does it use the word nikah?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so their translator was saying that that word was translating to marriage, like he will marry her. But mine was saying that the prophet wants to repudiate it, which means associate.
No, neither one is.
So I don't know which translator is correct.
Neither one is true, because first of all, you see in Arabic it says yes, thank you, huha. It's a continue, and it's a future thing. It's not something you do one; it's you do many times for the same person. Same time, the word nikah does not mean marry. It means physically the F word. So Muhammad, he said, when your wives they have their period, do with them everything except nikah.
Okay, yeah.
So if nikah mean marriage,
I know that that's found in a different verse, a little earlier than
that. So obviously the word nikah, and this is what dictionary says, the word nikah in Arabic dictionary mean something going inside something else. So they say tanakahat al-ashjar, that means the branches of the trees go inside each other. All right. So neither one is correct. It is the F word.
All right, thank you. And is there a way I could find resources to like the dictionary?
Yeah, I will show you the hadith. Give me a second.
I'm certain this won't be the first Muslim that will respond to me that he or she is also saying that that's not the word they were talking about. They were talking about the yestinka.
Yastankih, yeah, yastankih is the same as
the
nikah. Yeah,
pronunciation.
yastankih is the continue. This is why it says cannot. It's not about marriage. You see, it doesn't say the prophet marry her. You know, the word Arabic. In Arabic, we have the word marriage. I mean, he can say that. You know, if this is, you know, he can say that word. I mean, we are not short of words in Arabic. Why he wanna use this word? So if we go here, let's see if I can find this hadith here. Do you see it in the front of you?
I'm gonna send it in the chat. Hold on, because apparently this is not the right word, but I don't know what other word they're talking about.
Wait, what's the argument?
I sent it in Arabic in the chat.
No, what point are you trying to make with this?
Yeah, well, I didn't like the verse.
Yeah.
Like it's promoting, even if it's talking about marriage, it's promoting multiple wives.
Anyway, let me pause the link for you. You see my screen, or you don't see it?
Yes, I see it.
So what is the word intercourse there? It is nikah. The Muslim translation for intercourse, simply it is nikah. So he said, the Jews used not to eat with the women during her menstruation period. So the Prophet of Allah, he said, do everything else apart from nikah. Where is the marriage?
Okay.
They are their wives already, you know. So already, obviously, and here we go. This is the Arabic. It says here, you can compare between this word in the Quran and the word here. Isna'u kulla shay illa nikah. And this is reported in Muslim, Sahih Muslim too. So it's very authentic. Do everything except nikah. With who? With your wives. So they already their wives. So if nikah mean marriage, well, are you going to marry your wife? You know? Yeah. And the same appear in the Quran, where it says if a Muslim woman, she divorced her husband 3 times, she have to do nikah to the new husband. She married him, but she have to sleep with him. So it says hatta tankah, until she, if.
So what's the? I don't get the argument though. That's the problem.
Chapter 2, verse number 230. All right. Here,
Okay.
and until she, if, and you can find the hadith about a woman. She married a man, and she don't want to sleep with him. So her husband did beat her. So Muhammad said, if you think that you can go back to your previous husband, you cannot do that until he do nikah to you. Until you taste his juice and he tastes your juice. And this is the hadith, and this is al-Bukhari. Until,
Okay.
and the Muslim translate that as intercourse. But the fact, the word there, the last one, it says, taste his juice, which means orgasm, and he tastes your juice, which means orgasm. So she is married now, but she did not do nikah. So if you think you can go back to your previous husband without doing nikah with the new husband, you are mistaken. He have to taste your juice. It's unlawful for you. Enter rifa. Do nikah to you. He tastes your juice, and you taste his juice. The word nikah is a very filthy word. It's a savage. It is simply the F word. It's a physical act, physical word.
So what's the argument, guys? Like, what's the actual?
Wait. What about Al-Baqarah 220, like the Surah 221 verse? It talks about marriage there. Does it use any words in 3350, like the word tankeh?
Speak slowly. I don't understand. What? What?
Surah 2, verse 221. It talks about marrying different people. Does it use any of the words that is found in 3350? Like,
Okay.
she's saying that tankeh is a word that is she's talking about, that talks about marrying in 3350.
You know, if the word tankah mean marriage, and the word tankah mean to if in the same time, that means marriage in Islam is the effing word.
So is tankah and nikah the same thing?
This is what they claim, but obviously nobody uses it. The Arab will not use this word. Tankah is to if.
Okay,
Tankah is
but in
tankah is to if.
It's consummation was the problem.
Consummation?
What's the argument?
they're saying
Yeah, consummate.
No. This has nothing to do about consummation. It's about doing nikah to, here this verse about doing nikah to non-Muslims. So there's no word marriage here. You know, the word marriage does not exist. But because Muhammad is a savage man, he is using that word, and the Muslim, they say he meant marriage. But obviously the word marriage, like you see the word marriage, we have it in the Quran. Zawj.
yeah.
You do not need to use the word nikah at all. Why you want to use such a word? This is the F word. So you can say tazawwaja. That's it. Zawj.
What's the argument?
Huh?
What's the argument? What's the problem? What's the issue? I don't understand.
Are you a Muslim, Clay?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. LP, can you give us a break, please, so I can talk to Clay?
Okay.
If you don't mind. Go ahead, Clay. The argument is, what is the word nikah mean?
Consummation.
So, consummation, so it's not marriage?
So, and we use it like if somebody gets married, the nikah is when they get consummated. You know what I'm saying?
So the marriage is not nikah, correct?
So marriage is 3 things. It's the walima, the nikah.
Marriage is what? Marriage is what? Marriage is 3 things. Is what? First one?
Yeah. So three things to be married. You have to have the walima, the dowry, and the nikah.
What is the first one?
The walima.
What walima?
Like you announce it to people. You have
What does this
food.
have to do?
You have witnesses.
Walima mean food. What does this have to do? Are you what are you talking about? Food? So now you can't
Yeah, you
get
have to
married
have
unless
it.
you have a food?
No, you have to invite people, so it can be like a public thing. So you invite. It doesn't have
Who's
to be like
where do you get this from?
this is in the Sharia.
Where are you get it? Show me.
What do you want me to show you? I want to show you like
You need, my
a
friend,
Shafi'i book, or I'm
there is
showing
nothing is called walima. You need witnesses, not walima.
yeah,
Wali,
yeah, the witnesses. are part of it.
walima is mean massive food.
No, it could be just dates. Like it doesn't have to be like massive
No,
food.
well,
I mean,
this is what walima
like,
mean. You need witnesses. Now I want to ask you, who was the witness of Muhammad when he married Zainab?
so the Prophet ﷺ, one of his rights is he doesn't have to pay dowry, and the woman doesn't need a witness.
See? So marriage in Islam, and you agreed that you have to have witnesses, but Muhammad, he can sleep with women without witnesses, so he's fornicating.
It's not sleep with women. These are his wives. He's married.
How his wife? You
witness.
said a marriage will not be valid unless we have witnesses, correct?
Yeah, it's one of his privileges, though.
So now Muhammad have a privilege, guys. He can sleep with other women. so if a Muslim,
technically speaking,
if other Muslim, he do have the same as Muhammad, he will be stoned. Is that correct?
Yeah, but Muhammad ﷺ, his marriage was like capped. So after his last wife, he wasn't able to marry anymore. So
what do you mean last wife? After his last wife, the man had died. What last wife? What are you talking about? Any woman?
He was capped. It was capped at 11 wives. So
listen.
wives.
Why Muhammad have a privilege that he did not need witnesses? Isn't it witnesses to prove that there is no fornication in the process? Isn't this is the point?
Yeah,
okay. So Muhammad is a fornicator. So Muhammad is not a Muslim. Muhammad is above Islam. Every Muslim, he can have only 4 wives maximum in the same time. Otherwise, if he have number 5, he will be killed. Muhammad, he can have unlimited. Every Muslim have to have witnesses.
It's not limited. It's not unlimited. His
He
wife
have unlimited. There is no any women she offer herself to the Prophet. Any women, no number, no number.
No, it was capped. So after his 11 wives,
my friend, don't tell me there is no. Okay, can you show me a verse in the Quran that says there is limited numbers for you?
1 second, I got.
If you want, I can help you. I can help you. You want to help my help? Go to chapter 33, verse number 51 and 52. Hello? Is he still there? What happened to this guy? You will notice here, I don't know what happened to him. You will notice here, it says you can if as many as your captive women. So what do you mean no more women? Unlimited. In the same time, the translation is false. Nothing is lawful for you after. But when this verse came, when Muhammad is already in the process, he cannot even have women. Are you there, Clay?
Yeah, I'm on my phone, so I can't like go back and forth.
All right. So as you see here, it says that the prophet here in verse number 52. You are looking. I can find it for you in 2 seconds. It's not lawful for you more women, but doesn't say, by the way, to marry. This is false translation. In the top of that, This does not include all the slave women you own, the one you capture from their husbands. You can rape them.
So yeah, so marriage and
There's
war
no
capture
marriage.
is two
There's
different
no
things.
marriage. Where is the word marriage? Can you show me the marriage?
It says two different things.
Okay, but your prophet, do your prophet marry? When a woman, she offer herself, is she is married to Muhammad, or she offer herself sexually?
So offering is as she wants to get married, but like, marriage has to
Where is the
happen.
word married? Can you show me the word married in the verse?
What's your argument? What point are you making?
My friend, why you keep saying what's your argument? What's your argument? I'm asking you a specific word.
I don't know.
Don't waste my
Yes,
time. I'm asking you, where is the word married? Can you show me where it says that this woman, she offers herself, she is your wife? Where it says?
What verse are you reading right now?
Well, you are the Muslim. You do not know what verse I'm talking about.
I don't know what verse you're reading right now.
It's in the front of you on the screen. Any believing woman, she offer herself to the prophet. Offer herself. Is that a marriage or sex? It's sex. It says yes, tankihuha, and it's you who said it's consummate. This is your words. So what the prophet he do? He do the sex. She offer herself. The prophet he boom the women. Why? Why the prophet have a privilege? Why the prophet have a privilege that any women they can offer themselves? He have already many women.
Oh, okay. So that's your claim. Now prove from the seerah that ever happened.
What?
That's your claim, right? Your claim is that he could just have a relationship with any woman, Muslim woman. Show me where that happened in the seerah. This is your claim.
Give me a break.
Prove it.
Show me where this happened in the seerah. Many women they offer themselves. And are you saying to me, just don't waste my time. Just go. Guys, show me. I'm showing you the Quran. So now the Quran is wrong. So are you saying to me, Allah, he told him, any woman she offer herself, but nobody offer himself? Or read the interpretation, you will see a long line. This is why the verse after it, when women they start coming to Muhammad, long line, and many of them they don't look good. Look what that Muhammad he made a new surah. Now he noticed that he's stupid. Old women, not good looking women, not pleasant women, all kind of women they offer themselves. So what Muhammad did? So he said, Allah, he told me, oh you Muhammad, you can't postpone the turn of whom will of them want to do boom to her, not marry her. You see, they put the word wives between bracket. Postponed upon wives? What wives? So those women, they start coming offering themselves. And Muhammad, he said, I will take you all. He made a mistake. He did not notice that the one who will come is the one who don't have a house, no one to support her. They are looking for security, because now if she sleep with him, she will have free food, free housing, and people will never dare to hurt her. So now, long line of women, most of them they are widows and old, lining in top of Muhammad, in front of Muhammad's house. Muhammad, he opened the door like, what the heck is this? So now he want to find a solution. So Allah is ready, Quran is ready. You Muhammad, you can postpone the turn of whom you will if, and you may receive who you will, and whomsoever you desire of those whom you have assigned their turn temporarily. I like to have a spare tire in my car. Her turn temporarily, and no sin to you to receive her again. Like, okay, you know what? You stay here. Okay, I will be back to you. Just give me 5 days, because the wrong line. I mean, so Muhammad start giving tickets. You are number 50. You are number 100. And this guy says to me, show me from the books of Sirah. It's your book. Just get out of here. I don't have time for stupidity. You see, I'm not here to argue with kids. I'm here to speak to men who have decency. It's in the front of you. You can delay, you can if now, you can if tomorrow, you can refuse. What is this? Don't come here. Who is the one who invited you? I don't have time for kids. I told you. Show me. So what is this in front of us? And he agreed and he said to consummate. But he did not marry her to consummate. And why everybody need a witness in marriage, otherwise fornication, except Muhammad? Because he have a license of fornication. A person who follow God, he follow God. There's a law for everybody. Do Moses have a special law for him? Like did Musa give the 10 commandments to the Jews and he said, I don't have commandment for me? Is that the scenario? Salvation, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Peace of Christ be with you, CP.
Same to
Am
you.
I audible?
Go ahead, brother. What do you want to say?
Yeah, I'm first time here, and I'm listening you since last 4 years. And as English is my not is my first language, so please you should have to manage with my poor vocabulary and grammatical mistakes.
No problem.
I would say thanks to you. I'm listening since last 4 years, and I learned a lot from you. And uh, no, I mean, no, I know a lot about Islam, about everything you been told uh, in your streams, videos, and I wanna say you that I never ever be I mean fan of anyone's, not any movie star or singer, uh, but you are the one and only personality uh, existed right now after Jesus Christ.
My
I
friend,
want you to meet and talk
salvation,
to you.
salvation. I don't like people to call me and praise me and tell me you are good and I'm fan. You know, I appreciate what you are
Yeah,
saying,
I know.
but uh, no man is good in this earth, only the Lord. Remember that. So if I can do some service to you and you are happy with it, there is no need to praise me. Do you want to say anything besides
Yes,
what you
I
said?
know. Yes, I know
Go
that.
ahead.
I know that. I know your nature, and I'm very familiar with your attitude because I'm listening to since last so many years. But as I seen recently, you started your stream in Discord as well, and so I installed Discord and I thought I should talk to you. And if I wanted to ask you something about Islam, uh, I would ask you, uh, what do you think about Muhammad was as a title, as you always say? Do you really believe um, uh, the Muhammad existed in Quran and Hadith, all about Jesus Christ, and mix up things later on?
I don't understand. You are saying, do you think Muhammad was exist in the Quran?
No. As you, I always heard so many apologetics like you and Raw Christian and Sama Talk and so many others. Like Muhammad is a title, and even James Smith says that Muhammad is Jesus actually, and
J. Smith, he
all
said
other
Muhammad is
stuffs like
Jesus.
Hadith. Yeah, in
What
Aramaic,
what what
in
he mean?
Syriac,
He meant that the word
yeah,
praised one. Yeah, praised one. Okay. Yeah. See, Muhammad, when he called that himself, he is obviously trying to claim to be God because the praised one Can't be a man. The praised one is only God. And if the Muslim believe that they are monotheists, so if Muhammad is praised one, who is the praised two? Allah?
Yes.
You know? So obviously the name Muhammad is Muhammad, he took it to make himself equal to God. And obviously this is not his name. This is why the Quran, you see, sometimes it says Muhammad, sometimes Ahmad, sometimes Mustafa. If you go right now and search, you will find that Muhammad have 99 names like Allah.
Yes, I know basic Arabic. I can understand and
Yeah.
read as well. And recently I was reading in Tafsir Ibn Kathir about Maqamul Mahmud mentioned in Quran.
Mm-hmm.
And Ibn Kathir wrote in Tafsir that in last day, in the day of resurrection, uh, Allah will make him praised by all his khalaq, I mean all his creation, and even Allah himself will praise him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was actually new for
No,
me.
already
And
Muhammad is praised in the Quran, because don't you see
but
the Quran?
I just want
Yeah.
yusalluna al nabi, yusalluna al malaikatu yusalluna al nabi.
Right. Correct.
Are you talking about that one?
Yeah. Not only that, you know, the
Yeah.
Quran,
So
the Quran described Muhammad as light, the same as Allah. So the Quran says that Muhammad, Allah is a siraj, and Muhammad is a siraj. So if Muhammad and Allah, both of them,
yeah,
you see, so if you go in chapter 33, verse number 46, it says, and the one who invite to Allah, not there's monotheism. This is false translation, and a light, a lamp spreading light. So Muhammad, suddenly he became light of the world, the same as Jesus says, I am the light, right? So Muhammad now became the light of the world, not Allah. It's not Allah no more. Muhammad is the light, and he is the one who lighting the whole universe. He is even a lamp. He is a siraj, you know? Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. And I also want to mention here something we always actually every Christian and Muslim, even Muslim, neglect this because all other prophets they wrote Rahmatullah alayh, as you know, and Muhammad has Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Yeah.
But when they translate this Darud in English,
Right.
uh,
The,
they make him the peace be upon him like Rahmatullah alayh,
yeah. No, this it
but
doesn't
they
say. It
don't
doesn't.
literally
It says
translate.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They don't say that when they speak about
Yeah,
Musa's
so
or.
prayer, yes. So they actually making delusion. And actually, my question was that do you personally think that if Muhammad is being mentioned in Quran 4 times, all 4 verses, because grammatically those 4 verses are in past tense. So can we say that if we ignore all hadith uh, and we just take Quran and specifically those 4 verses can be about Jesus Christ, and early Islam was actually some heretical sects from Christianity? What do you personally believe?
Can you repeat the last part?
What do you personally believe? Uh, as Quran mentioned Muhammad, the title or name Muhammad 4 times, and all of them are in past sentence.
You
Not
know,
even
this is
one
not
is grammatic.
about past sentence. As an example, chapter 48, verse number 29, it doesn't say any sentence there. It's just describing Muhammad. Same chapter 33, verse number 40 is not about being a verb, uh, even though it's past sentence in this case, Ma kana Muhammad. Uh, but this is not about like verse number 47, it is past sentence too. So it can come as a description of what Muhammad now, or what happened to Muhammad in the past. Uh, but that will not change anything. But obviously, the name Muhammad has nothing to do with the person. It is a title describing someone, and now his name is Muhammad. If you go in the Quran, it says that when Isa, he said, there's a prophet will come after me, his name is Ahmad, correct?
Yeah.
So why Muhammad became Ahmad, you know? So obviously this is not a name,
Yeah.
because if the name is Muhammad, then the name will stay as Muhammad. And why Isa is using the wrong name? They will say to you, they are close in the meaning. No, they are not. I mean, it's close, yes, but they are not the same. But if it's a name, you don't change it. Like we can say the Messiah is a title. Emmanuel, you know, there's many names they are given to the Messiah, but all of them, they are titles. There's only one is a name. The rest are titles. Here, where is the name of the person? Nobody knows even who's Muhammad. Who's Muhammad?
Yeah, that's why I recently I was watching a stream of J. Smith Al Fadi, was maybe with him and third person. I don't know him personally. I never watched him earlier, and they were specifically discussing about these 4 verses in Quran. Muhammad has been mentioned in those, and they was uh, trying to tell the audience that if you just take Quran, uh, for Muhammad being mentioned 4 times, it's all about it. It could be all about Jesus, and early Islam could be a sect or heretical sect
No. You
called
see, I don't agree with those
Nikah.
things. I don't agree with those fictions. This is fictions, and I will tell you why. In chapter, as the chapter in front of us, you know, it says here as an example, like here it's used different name. Same time, why I want to say those things which doesn't make sense. Uh, so which is a Christian sect says you can have fornication? Which a Christian sect says a woman she can offer herself to Jesus? What is that? I mean, this is not even right, you know?
No, but CP, you have to comprehend my point. I'm not trying to argue, but just to reach and conclusion. All these commandments and I mean all these I don't know what to say, uh, special treatment not given to Muhammad specifically. I'm just talking about those 4 verses, because all the or if we talk
My
about
friend, my friend,
Quran
my
33,
friend, don't waste your time.
33,
Don't waste your time with fictions. I know that I know those channels. I respect them. They are doing what they think there is right, but there's none of those have to do with Jesus. None of them. That is not true. Actually, in fact, it's an
yeah,
insult.
that's all.
It is an insult. Like here,
Yeah,
as an
I
example, chapter
I
3,
was
verse
just trying
144,
to
it
defend
says,
your point of view.
Muhammad is no more than a messenger, many of where messages pass away before him. If he died or is slain, is that the story of Jesus? No, because the
No, CP.
Christians knew very sure that Jesus was crucified. Nobody believed in such a thing. In the same time, if you go to the other verse as an example, uh, it says here, Muhammad was not the father of any of your men, and he is the last of the prophet. Is Jesus a prophet?
Yeah, in a sense, actually Christians believe that Jesus was a prophet because he prophesied.
No, God
And
prophesied, but
he
Jesus,
considered,
my
yeah,
friend, people call
uh,
Jesus master, call him prophet, call him rabbi, call him, but he is not. He is God is a prophet too, because the prophecies come from God. But obviously, here is speaking about a
yes.
prophet, not about God. The Christians don't believe in that. Then it's if you continue, uh, it says here, chapter 48, verse number 29. It says Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Do the Christian believe that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah? Jesus, sorry,
No, we
Jesus?
don't actually. And
Jesus. Do they believe that Jesus is messenger of Allah? No.
uh,
The Arabic is clear.
uh,
Do you
no, no,
believe
no, no,
that?
no,
Do you
no. Let
believe?
me.
Are you Christian? Are you a Christian yourself?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
Christian and
Do you
everything.
believe that Jesus is a messenger of Allah?
No, not
Okay.
actually Allah, but
So what does have to do with
we believe
Jesus?
Jesus is being sent by the God, and
No, no,
he
no. You
actually can,
see,
we can
Jesus
believe
is not
Jesus.
sent by the God. Jesus is sent by the Father. So there's
Father,
difference.
yeah, yeah,
Secondly, the Father, his name is not Allah. Number three, here you see talking about
yes,
killing others. Jesus is merciful for everybody. It says here, and those who they are with him strong against the unbeliever. Actually, they torture them, and they are merciful with each other. Is that the case with Jesus?
with each other. Yeah,
No. Jesus, he said, forgive them, Father, they don't know what they are doing.
no, no,
Those who they are crucifying him. So,
yeah,
some channels, they do some extra philosophy, analogy. I don't like that, but people can watch. It's up to you. You can, for me, I don't
yeah.
agree
Maybe
with
for
any of this.
interreligious interfaith harmony, maybe they can be doing this for interfaith harmony. And I just wanted to know your point of view and know specifically in last verses you mentioned. Yeah, we can't go with that argument because you last verse you mentioned it is very clear with the name of Muhammad.
Muhammad is
So
copying
yes,
from
you
the
are
Bible,
right. And well,
for
thanks.
sure. Like the same chapter here, verse number 48. Obviously, Muhammad is copying something Jesus he mentioned, and somehow, like trying to make it look different. But anyone will say
Mm,
this is about Jesus, or this is just not true, and this is an insult to Jesus. The Quran is the book of the devil, and no Christian should say such a silly thing. This is silly. This is an insult to Christ. We don't want to do the
well,
same as the
CP,
Muslims. You see,
yeah,
we don't know, why some people they are doing the same as the Muslims. The Muslim they go and they say, okay, he says, I will raise a prophet from between your brothers. They say this is Muhammad. What those people are doing?
yeah.
They are doing the same as the Muslims. So this is wrong. This is absolutely false.
Well, CP, I would say thanks again, and I'm learning a lot from you. I learned actually, and specifically, I learned how to keep, uh, how to how to drag your arguments, how to put them in a track. I'm a Muslim. I can do in very good in my language actually. Yes, I learned so many things from books, and I made notes for myself as in subject wise, and the I know knowledge alone cannot do anything, but you have to know how to use that you knowledge and when to put what argument and when to say what. And this thing I learned from you, and I always recommend my other actually brothers and my friends to learn this thing, how to drag our argument, how to go with them where they want to go, and then actually refute them, just go them with them. I mean Muslim. So this is very actually special thing. So I would again say thanks to you, and keep doing good work, and God bless everyone here. And I will suggest, I will recommend all the people in audience must take notes, screenshots, links, and make your notes using Google Documents. It is very useful platform. You can have every time your notes in your hand, and you can search any word in hundred of the files, because I'm using this method, and it will sync with your email, and no matter where you exist, if even you lost your device, it will not affect you if you have remember your email.
Yeah.
Okay, CP, thank you very much, and
All
thank
right,
you
brother. Thank
everyone
you very much.
for
Thank you.
knowledge. Thank you.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Take care. Yeah, always, guys, remember, we don't want to do what Muslims do. We will not support something not true. We are Christians. And if a Christian, he says something, it's not true, I will never agree with him. No matter who, and I'm not saying that those Christians are lying, but obviously it's wrong. It's obvious. We do not need to find Jesus in the Quran. That is an insult to Jesus. How we keep saying the Quran is the book of the devil, and then you try to say to me this is about Jesus. And which a Christian sect believe in what in the Quran? Women offer themselves to Jesus. So now this is Jesus. What's wrong with people? I'm not sure who was here first, C or Soldier. Which one was first here?
Yeah, I believe I was first.
All right, go ahead, Soldier.
Well, first of all, it's an honor to be here on your stage. I've been listening to you for about 2 years. Anyway, so I take the opportunity to hold discussions with people who are, whether they be Jehovah's Witness or Mormons, but I try to do so in a very kind of friendly, non-combative way. So for example, with Mormons, I speak about that verse that their entire religion hinges on, where uh, uh, the prophet in the you can maybe help me out there. He said that from this branch he'll be disconnected, or he'll rejoin the branches, and you know, and they say that that's Joseph Smith, right? That's the Mormons. So I go to that verse and I show them, okay, the very next verse is actually interpreting or an explanation of that previous verse. All right. So with Jehovah's Witness, I go to whether it be Revelations 1:8, where Jesus says, I'm the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. Or I go to the place where it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh. Right? So those are just really nice one-liner intros. I ask them, so what's their understanding of this verse? Now, with Muslims, it's a little bit trickier because they do not, I guess, believe the Bible is 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 it's still believable despite them referencing it when convenient. So what's some really nice non-combative entry verses? I have lots and lots of screenshots from some of the verses in the Quran that you bring up. So what's the one life entry verse to have them explain? So what I do now is I ask them something like, where it says all Muslims will go to hell first unless they die in jihad. Right, so that's Sahih, right? And I basically ask them to explain that to see if really they're honest or they're just wanting to. Because sometimes, I feel like they're taught to accept and then defend. They're not really, in fact, they're discouraged to think about. So what's a nice entry discussion to have them explain to really work them towards that encouraged thought and see if we can't show them where there's some really significant drops in logic there in the Quran or the Hadiths. I don't know if I was rather long-winded, but yeah, if you get what I'm trying to ask.
Well, as I understand what you're asking me, first of all, there is no rules because every Muslim is different. Generally speaking, Muslims, they lie when they answer, and that what make discussion with them is very hard. However, you should not ask the Muslim a question. If you ask him a question, he will give you the wrong answer. The only way to get the answer is not to ask the question. After he give you the answer without asking the question, then he cannot take it back. Like as an example, today we have a Muslim. I said to him, we were talking about the description of Allah hands. So he mentioned hands. So I took opportunity and I asked him, if somebody, if there's a dog, do we say he have 4 legs, or he have 2 hands, 2 arms, and two legs? He said, this is stupid. You don't say that. 4 legs for sure. And then right away I showed him the verse in the Quran saying that Allah, he said that the dog have 2 arms. Now he cannot take it no more. He cannot take it back. He start cursing me. So if I show him the verse before I make him give the answer, the whole answer will change. Actually, he said, after he said that, and it's recorded in Ramble, you can go and see it, and even in YouTube, he said, if I know that you will, I do not know you will say that. I do not know. So this is what the Muslims are. They listen to you, what is your question, and they have already answer. The answer have nothing to do with decency. So you will never get an answer for a question in a decent way. Maybe like 1 of a billion Muslim, he will give you the correct. Maybe he's ISIS, you know, ISIS. They are those are they will not you know, they will say this or this, you know. but normal Muslims, they love to defend by lying. ISIS will kill you, you know. They will not defend. He said, yeah, this is what it says. You like it, we will kill you. So because now they feel themselves weak. If you live in a Muslim country, do you think I can even ask the question? Can I say that? No. So now they don't know what to do. So now you got them busted. You don't ask them the question. You have to go like in a circle until he fell into your trap. It's a trap. We don't debate Muslims. You're gonna debate a liar. Nobody in the world can debate. Not even a judge, he can debate a liar, because a judge, you can tell him, I did not do it. Who raped this woman? I did not do it. We have first witness, second witness, 3 witness. We have your DNA. I did not do it. He's lying. So if you are waiting for him to confess, you will never prove it. You have to get him busted. And this is what we have to do. So we have to get the DNA from the Hadith, from the Quran, reference. But first, we have to make him, let us say, make the mistake of saying something truthful. Muslims don't say something truthful by meaning it. It have to be a mistake. Yeah, like once a Muslim, he said to me, if I say to him, why your prophet he speak etc. about homosexual, he will say to me, you're a liar. So I said to him, how come your prophet he support homosexuality? You know. So now he will not get me busted. So he went and he picked up the Hadith which I was going to show him. But I know if I show it to him, he will give me the answer which I don't want. So now he is reading for me the Hadith to prove me wrong, which is exactly what I want him to do, to get him busted. So he arrived where it says the prophet he kicked a homosexual from his house. So if I say to him, you're a prophet, why he have a homosexual in his house? You know, he would deny it. He would say this hadith is fabricated, it is not true, etc. But when I made him read it, you know, now he cannot say. I said to him before you read it, please don't pick up for me a hadith which is not true. He said, absolutely, this is absolutely sure. You know, I said, are you sure? So now he is sure. He said, absolutely. He is the one who picked it. He is the one who put it in the screen. And now we are reading it. Can he deny it? He cannot. And this is why the Muslims here, if you notice today, each time a Muslim come to me, he says, what's your argument? They don't,
Yeah, I heard
you
that.
know, yeah, because they want to respond based on the argument, just to defend, not to say the truth. There's the Muslim, they made an article how to debate Christian Prince. And in the article, I wish I have it still, the website. I looked for it, I could not find it again. It was like a blog. It says, whatever a Christian Prince says to you, even if he said to you your prophet was good, don't say yes. And don't say no. Because whatever you say, he will get you busted. So when you debate him, never disagree and never agree. Tell him, what's your argument? What are you trying to say? Don't say yes and don't say no. So why they are doing this? Because simply it's a defensive, not a truthful debate. Like if a Muslim says to me, the Bible says that Jesus came as a man, I'm not going to deny, yeah, he came as a man. You know, the Bible says God created the earth and the heaven in 6 days. Okay. I'm not going to say what Zakir Naik says, those are billions of years. It says 6 days. Why I want to make it, you know, a billion of years? It doesn't say billions. So Muslims, they lie to defend. We are truthful in our faith, and we should not lie, because if you lie, you become like them. You become satanic. Jesus make it clear. Satan is the father of all lies. So if I want to defend my faith by lying, how I am different from any Muhammadan or Muhammad? And a Muslim, he should know, if he have little decency, that when he lie to defend his religion, obviously his religion is bad. You see, we lie because we are ashamed of something. Only. If it's not a shame, you don't lie about it. Only when we are, only when we do wrong, we lie about it. Only when we hide something, we lie about it. If this is my faith, and people, they can read it, they can check, why we lie? Because simply, Muslim been taught that lying is okay, the Quran, there's tons of verses, and supposedly this is the way to protect Islam. So to protect Islam, I have to lie, and this is supposedly a good act of me, not a bad act. Muslims don't see it as something negative. They see it as a good thing, because he's defending God, he's defending the Prophet. But all of us, we know that lying is nothing but devilish and satanic, and it can't be godly. So always you have to see. It's like, you know, I debate Muslim the same as a lion. He play with his prey. You know, yeah. You don't. I'm not here to kill it. I want to play with it.
Yeah, come to think of it, I do remember when somebody called you childish once. You're like, so how old did you say I'm a child? You're like 5, 6 years, 6 years old. You're like, so Aisha was a child. So that's
yeah, you see,
excellent.
exactly. Okay. Like how? Okay, I'm a child. Okay, so what do you mean by child? What age? So anything he say, but you know that mean you have to be. Let us say some people are not gifted. Some people are not so fast. Debate need a lot of brain process. You know. Because it's not a case you study, you take your time. It's just people are waiting for you to say something in a second, you know. And this is the problem of Muslims. I never saw a Muslim he is fast. All of them, they are slow, and they have low IQ.
Well, it's more difficult to lie than to tell the truth. So.
And the one who is smart actually is the one who you can destroy even better. Like, you know, Mimi Hijab, he debated David Wood, but David Wood is not a debater. He don't do good debates. So Mimi Hijab, he says, not a single Jew believed that God have a son. If I'm there right away, I would say, oh, I got him from his tail. The Quran says Uzair is the son of Allah. You know, but David Wood, because he is not a good in debate, he's not that fast. He was there. He said no. He didn't say anything. You go home, and then a Christian Prince, he made 20 videos exposing Mimi Hijab, and now we will refute him. You should refute him when he was on the stage. So when he said not a single Jew, the guy was. So if you right away you say in front of all those Muslims, well, obviously this guy, he don't believe in the Quran, because open the Quran and read for me, and that will be very embarrassing. When he said God have body part, well, open the Quran, Allah have hands, Allah have feet, Allah have etc. So debate is way different from knowing something. You might have some knowledge, but debate is way different. Debate is I am listening to you carefully. You notice that most of those Muslims or even Christians who debate, they say, let us decide a topic. That is the first mistake. If you decide the topic a month before the debate, the Christian guy will go to the internet, he download whatever stupid things, and the Muslim guy, he go to the internet and he download whatever stupid things, and then they go in the stage and they start reading for each other what they collected. You know, a real debate is, don't tell me what is the question. I mean, have you ever heard of somebody tell me what is the question, and then we would debate about it? What kind of exam this exam is? You go to the exam, you know the question in advance. That's what they're doing. So if you want to bust a Muslim, is not by telling him what the topic is, by letting it open. You surprise. You see, Muhammad, he said war is deception. So deception they need, and deception in a good way, which means you don't tell him, I'm not deceiving him, I'm not lying to him, but don't tell him what is the question will be. If you tell him the question, he will prepare all false answers. Let him say the question. To make it simple, if I want to make a conversation about a building, I will not mention the word building, I will mention the word window. So he start talking about the window, and now by the conversation he will mention the building, and then whatever he said, I will use it against him. But I did not ask him about the building, I asked him about the window.
I'm following.
All right.
I appreciate that. Duly noted. We'll continue listening for more wisdom that I can use in discussions for winning people over to Christ. God bless, and thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, always we have to avoid, because they are not decent. You see, if you speak to somebody, he have a religion, he believe in God, he will tell you what he believe. But those people are they are following Satan. They will never tell you really what they believe. And not only that, they go, like when Muhammad Hijab is speaking to David Wood, he deny Allah have body part. The same idiot, he go to speaker corner, he says Allah have body part. The same guy. Why? Because there he was comfortable, and he is not in a professional debate, he is just speaking to someone. When you say to them, your prophet, the Quran teach having sex with kids, maybe hijab he deny, but in the speaker corner, he is comfortable speaking to a Muslim Shia. He says, if you read the Quran, there's no indication nowhere. It says you cannot even have sex with infant. Nowhere. So now he is debating a Muslim about how she should follow the Quran and the Hadith. So the same person, the same Muslim, his answer changed 180 degrees depending on the location and he's talking to whom. So when he's talking to a Muslim, the answer is totally different. When he's speaking to a Christian, the answer is the opposite. And this is why you should know that Islam is nothing but devilish. C, my brother, go ahead. Sorry for making you wait. Why you guys don't choose names? I mean, why we use C and D and names?
Well,
names
I
are
think
for names are for free, isn't it? For free.
my picture is the enemy of Allah. My name is the enemy of Arabic speaker. I noticed that a lot of Arabic speaker cannot say chulala, and it's pretty funny. Is that true?
They cannot say what?
CHU, chew.
CHU?
No worries. Yeah, no worries. I have. I wanted to say that it's really nice that you always mix comedy, humor, and intense. So there is always a tension release. And I also wanted to say that thanks for letting some of the Christians talk to you. Some of the mods here, they do aftercare, like the Kaya after he converted. He has many questions, and so a lot of people do follow up in the chat. So in the chat, we do sometimes things that are not great, but they are doing the CP aftercare. So I just wanted to sort of, probably you already know this. Now, I wanted to ask you, I noticed the trend that a lot of these Christians really love to argue with Abdul intellectually, but we know that Abdul has low IQ when they embrace Islam. So I asked Prophet AI, and Prophet AI said Abduls generally struggle with three things: the theological understanding of God and salvation, number two, moral concerns about Muhammad, and number three, the examples of Jesus Christ. So you have like decades of experience in this. Do you agree, or do you think there are different angles? Because I think when arguing with Abdul, we should try to keep it simple. Am I correct? Or
No, Abdul, they struggle with anything as long they feel it is negative about Muhammad. So, and even the ones they think it is positive, they will deny it if you can flip it into negative. As an example, the Muslim, they keep saying Allah have 99 names. Then if you are going to do examination for each one of them, you will see the Muslim, they will start washing their hands from each name one by one. And then they will stay maybe with the 20, 30 only from the 99. So Abdul, he deny nothing unless you flip the table on him. So
yeah, I think sometimes. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, they struggle always, but depend on the person, depend you are talking to who, where he live, what kind of education he have, and what kind of family he grow up in the house. Some they grow up in a good family. That usually is a person who say to you, yes, it says that, you are right. As we see many, they leave Islam, right? When they speak to me, those are people, they grow usually in a good family. They did not learn taqiyya and we should lie and defend Prophet Muhammad by lying. So they grow up in a nice family, nice house. They are nice people. And then when they see the truth will set them free. But then there's the other kind of Muslims, and those are the majority. They would deny anything and they will struggle with anything, but they will not say they are struggling. They always struggle.
Yeah.
Like a breastfeeding for adult. Mimi Hijab, he make videos about it, he make fun of the Muslims, but it's in his book, so he's struggling with it. They made him and Ali Dawa, they made just a page in YouTube and I think in Facebook or Twitter. I think it's called Sept File, something like this. It's just to bully Muslims' belief. And they are Muslims. But why they are doing that? Because they themselves, they are struggling with those beliefs. So every Muslim struggle with everything. Muslims oppose Muslims. Muslims fight Muslims. Muslims kill Muslims. Muslims don't agree with Muslims to the point nobody knows who is the Muslims.
Yeah, I think as someone coming from Indonesia, I appreciate how you treat some of the Indonesian Muslims nicely. I think they belong most of the time to the first one, from decent family. But we have seen a lot Muslims talking like Scientology people, metaphysical, metaphorical, and they argue like philosopher, which is absolutely annoying. I have a question for you before I go.
Okay.
It is about Hadith 5394 and 7502. I don't know if you can easily pull this off because I can't really.
Hadith what? 592?
5394 about intestines. I think it's like believers have one intestines and the non-believer have 7 intestines.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it in English.
Is this like a joke, or is this like the backbone sperm versus collarbone sperm thing?
Let us see. You were able to find that in English in the same sunnah.com? What
Let me
what is
check.
what is the number of the hadith in sunnah.com? Are you using the Arabic number or the English number?
It says Hadith number
94.
5394.
Yeah, okay. All right, I see it.
Because it puts parentheses, so it doesn't come clear to me whether it is.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, here in a Muslim, they can always come with the explanation differently from what it's saying, because there they were saying here is not talking about what is saying. It's not talking about physically. It's talking about a person who is hypocrite. He can swallow anything, but look like Muhammad was was describing the Muslims. So this is not really about he have 7 stomachs or no. It's not literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about 7502? 7502. It's this is a the more you read this, the lower your IQ becomes. It was about the womb. The womb got up, and Allah said to it, "Stop! What do you want?"
Yeah.
The whole thing doesn't make sense, and I wonder if this is something that they try
No,
to soften.
this is physically. This is not metaphorically. There is like the you know what they call it, the belly bomb. Why Adam he have a belly bomb? Because Shaitan he spit at Adam and then he hit him with the belly bomb. So those things you can find tons of them in the Hadith, and all of them they are stupid. You know. Yeah, Muhammad is trying to explain how things work, and the more he talk, the more he make poo-poo. You know.
I agree.
To the point like he is now talking that this thing is even talking, you know, like it's a talk. So if you go here, I mean, obviously, even a child will not say what it's here. Allah created the creation, and then when He finished from His creation, the Raham, the womb, got up, and Allah said to it, "Stop." I don't know. I should not continue. I mean, this stop. So the Raham get up by itself. So what the Quran is saying, the first thing Allah created, He created the womb. But how that can work? And where the Raham is going? Where are you going, Raham? Where are you going? Allah, you need to go. You know. So stop. What do you want? It said, at this place I seek refuge with you from all those who severe me. I don't know what to say. But there's a solution always for those. They will say to you, it's weak. You say to them, Al-Bukhari. They say, this is your Bukhari. Who is Bukhari? Isn't it a human being? You know, like the guy who called me before. He said to me, I said, do you trust Ibn Kathir? Do you promise? He said, but yeah, he's a human being at the end of the day. You know, I said, so why you are quoting for me a human being to explain the Quran? If a human being can make mistakes, if he can he can mistake someone else, it's mean he mistake too. You know, and this is Muhammad. You know, he keep making poo-poo. So now the womb is talking to Allah. Good, at least he did not make a hadith about the penis. When he created the penis stand up, and he said to him, "Where are you going?" What the heck is that?
Yeah, I noticed you have two patterns. You said before that you read the Bible, you close your eyes and you imagine, right? So I think most Abduls don't do this, because if you close your eyes and you imagine, that means the womb must have a mouth.
have a
and
mouth. The
it
womb is a
has
creature by
eyes.
itself. Yeah, it's a person.
Right, so it doesn't really they don't really think beyond this, and I think most Christians find this very bizarre because we imagine this. So we say, if you know where you go, you must have eyes, you must have mouth, you must have legs, or something like that, and it's just bizarre. And then our IQ drops, and then we went to the chat room, and then we start arguing. And then, but before last thing, I noticed you also said, like, when you're trying to deliver the final blow to Abduls that were starting to have doubts, you started to talk about Jesus heals, Jesus forgives sins, Jesus resurrects. Is this your technique? Because I think this is actually good to speak more about Jesus instead of pointlessly pointing out Muhammad's immorality. Or, like, what do you think? Or is this just case by case?
No, it's a point where I feel that it is time to mention that, so he can compare and he see the different. It's like, a person is in a dark room, and then he's in dark room for long, and then suddenly you expose him to the light. So he cannot resist. He cannot say this is not true, especially if you are showing it to him from his book. So there's a moment, not always you say that, you have to wait. If you feel the person, it's just either to make the person feel ashamed and repent, or to make the person feel ashamed and regret debating me. Depend of the person. If he's rude, trashy, liar, there's no point. So you mention what Jesus did always, because Muslim cannot deny anything about it. Or what they say, well, Jesus was given that by Allah, so why Muhammad not? What Muhammad was doing while Jesus was healing the blind of the man. Muhammad, he kicked the blind man out. Muhammad was going after women while Jesus was healing thousands of people. So we have to do compare, but that will be in a point where you feel that this person is listening to this, or to shame him.
I see.
Yeah.
At two extremes. Okay. I will let the other guy coming in. So thank you, CP, for what you have done.
You're welcome. And by the way, the hadith you gave me here, this one, then the Muslim should ask themselves about every single part of the body. As long the womb speak and have will, that means every single part of our body have conscious brain, free will, thinking, and decision by itself.
Actually, it's true. When it says stop, what do you want? That means Allah doesn't know.
Yeah, and that's another issue too. And in the top of that, the womb is seeking refuge. How the womb knew what refuge is about, and who refused refuge from who? It's like when Adam, he says, "Furnish me before the sun set." I mean, the guy did not even see the sunset yet.
Yeah, and then Alhamdulillah, I can't.
Yeah, so
that.
Muhammad is a stupid man. And you mentioned those who they speak about philosophy, etc. Philosophy cannot help them. Philosophy can just help them to waste time, but it cannot help them to defend Muhammad. What philosophy is that? Either this conversation is true, or this story is a fabrication. This is not philosophy.
Yeah, somebody said that this is actually more than philosophy. They're behaving like Scientology because they start chasing the ex-Muslims. They want to find out who you are, where you live, what city, right? So it's very evil in that sense, but we can deal with that. So we always remind the new people, don't really say, where you are or what city.
First of all, this is not the business of anyone. Even if you speak to your friend, like now, why anybody need to know? Why? I mean, are you going to visit you? No, we are in a chat. If you go to a church, you meet people for real, you trust them, you tell them whatever you want. And this goes for anything in life. You don't share your private information with anyone, because there is scammers, there is even your phone number. Like now, I saw in the news about the new scam. Scammers, they call the phone company, and they tell them that you lost your phone. They have your name now. They have your address, they have your phone number. So they call the company, and they tell them, I am him, supposedly, and I lost my SIM card. can you please send it to me, but I changed my address. The company, they will send you a SIM card, and then suddenly the one who really owned the number, which is you, your phone stopped working, and the scammer, now he got access to your SIM card, and by having that, now he can go to your YouTube channel, he can go to your bank account, because all of them, they are associated with your phone number. This is why I advise everyone who have a phone number, actually, you have to go to your company, either online or contacting them, and make a two, I don't know what they call it, two authorization, which mean it's not just a SIM card will not work unless I authorize it in a certain way. So you can do that online. There's some website they do, some companies they do that online. So no one can activate the SIM card, not even you, if you don't remember exactly the activation code or something nobody knows, or even through your phone itself. Like if it's installed in different phone, the company, they have their way to let us say two-step authorization or even 3 steps. Otherwise they can hack you, and this is a new way to steal information. So the more you give people information about you, the more you are risking your bank account, your scams. People, they can call your mom, say, hey, your son have accident, his name, etc. And like now you go and chat and you tell about yourself. There's a person is listening. You just said you bought a bicycle, let us say. He say, yeah, I was with him yesterday when he bought a bicycle, it was red, blah, 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 blah. So he need money, can you, and family, they believe, because they love their son, they stop, their brain freeze, So the more information you share online, the more stupid you are.
Yeah, we have to be wise. I agree. I agree.
Some
okay,
people.
CP, I'll let
Go ahead.
the other guy speak to you.
Right.
If you have advice for the mods in the chat, they tend to be agitated, but these are all good people. And even if we went over the line, we will apologize to each other, and everything is crazy, but it's pretty good.
All right, thank you. So who was here first? The cat. The cat. Meow, go ahead. Hello, Meow.
Assalamu alaikum, brother Christian Prince.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Huge fan, actually. Very much. I know you don't like the praise very much, but I appreciate what you do. I wanted to ask, considering the argument usually is that the Christian faith is so fragmented, is there any particular churches that you feel most accurately reflect what the church should look like, or
church, when we say church, is about individual group, individuals which make a group. So every individual group we have to judge, because it's not about a church represent, it's about people, they present or they don't. So if you are a person who go and join people who they claim to be Christian but they are liberals, those are not Christians. It's not about the name of a church, it's about who is in the church. It's not about being Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox. I don't believe in this. I believe who is in the church. So if I go right now to a church, there's nobody there except Catholic, and they totally agree with me in everything, this is my church. The same for Protestant, the same for Orthodox. If one of them, he says to me he supports homosexuality, well, obviously it's not a Christian. If somebody says to me that we believe in the same God of Muhammad, obviously he is a false Christian. So this should be about individual, because you will notice that there is many who they are Catholic, against Islam, against even many high positions, like even the Pope. They criticize them, and the same for Protestant, the same for Orthodox. So as the Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. So we shall not judge a church by the title, We should go inside and see.
See, and I feel like similar to the way that people will find different hadith and it'll reflect in their Islam differently. I feel like people will take different fragments of the Bible or interpretations, and you'll find within the church there's some people that will, I mean, they'll put the rainbow flag on the church itself, and it'll.
They cannot find a single verse in the Bible that supports such a thing, and they cannot take any fragment from anywhere. Those are just a bunch of hypocrites, and they are not Christians. There's nowhere.
Does it outright condemn it?
Well, yeah, the Bible condemn it very clear. You know, it's not a choice. You know, it's not an option. It's not like maybe, maybe not. No, you know. So same as for the God of Muhammad, the Bible says, "Who is the Antichrist? The one who denied the Son and the Father." As simple as that. You know, there's no need to argue about it. So the Bible is so clear. But people, they justify sin. You know, they like sin. So he want to claim that he is religious, and he claimed that he believes in God, but he is open-minded. So we can fornicate, we can take drugs, we can sleep around, and God, he loves us. That's not true. The Bible speaks clearly of hell and heaven. So there is people will go to hell, and there is people will justify their sin because they are nothing but evil. You know, the Lord, he says, be aware of false teachers. They will come to you in the clothes of a sheep, but they are wolves. So
I think it's a testing of the forgiveness. So, you know, when you're sold a God that is all forgiving and benevolent and loving, I feel like there's...
our God is not all forgiving. That's not true, because the all forgiving is about what? Is about the one who repent and never do it again. Jesus said, "Go and sin no more." So all forgiving is not true. All forgiving is like a license for, oh, forgiven, he's forgiven, so we can do as we wish. No. So this is not a true statement. The Messiah will come with the glory of his angels, and he will say, "Bring those who disobey me and slay them." That is the Messiah, which they don't want to mention his name or quote what it says. So God will forgive you, yes, but God will not forgive you for playing the game of forgiveness, which means you confess your sin or convince your sin that this God is loving, so I can go and play in the yard. I commit all sin. I play in the dirt like a pig all day long, and then I will go and he forgive me. That's not the story. Not the story. Not everyone says to me, "Lord, Lord," will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who will do his will. So are you doing his will by non-stop committing sin and then asking God for forgiveness? No. That's not the truth. Those are false Christians, and they are, it's like giving themselves drugs. Let us say even they want to give themselves a position that they are decent. You know, we go to church. We are Christians. No, you are not. We don't care for how many crosses they wear, and we don't care what they call their church name. It is what they believe. Anyone, he will go away from the teaching of the Bible, he is not a Christian. And the Bible is so clear.
Well, then, on the note of the Bible, do you feel that there's, you know, if someone only had time to sit and study with one Bible, you know, similar to the issue with the churches, you know, a Muslim or someone of another faith might say that there's several varieties of Bibles and all these languages it's translated into, and
still, even even if there are different languages, you know, still you can, as long the translation is not, let us say, corrupt, which means they took off verses, they, like, you know, Jehovah's Witness translation, or they add words, or As long as it's a Christian translation from a approved church, then we can take it in consideration until we find something wrong with it. As an
Or
example,
like the King James. Okay, I'm sorry. Go
King
on.
James is a better translation than many, because they brought many professional, etc. So it was taken very seriously. But like as an example, in international translation, the new one, this one is a fraud. It's full of mistakes. Even there's verses are missing in the first few prints. I don't know if they correct that. So it was like a joke. It was like it's a business. Somebody print a book, publish it, and they claim that it is correct. Uh, and they promote it. This is why you search it. You find it right away in front of you, right away. Before any translation. For me, I will not accept such a translation for a second. There's many mistakes. You can search right now
Have
and see
you?
there's many articles written about the mistakes in there. However, there's Aramaic translation, Aramaic English, Bashita. I found it very good translation compared to others. But again, remember, translation is a translation. Will never be the same. If you want to have the book in the way it is, then you should learn the original language. However,
I'm wondering,
translation
have
can be
you?
good. Go ahead.
Well, I know that you're familiar with Arabic, and I'm wondering if Arabic would be a good middle ground as far as, if it's unlikely that I'll learn Aramaic in this lifetime.
No, because Arabic is not the book of the Bible anyway. Arabic, if you want to learn, learn about Islam, then it's a must. If you want to be really like a deeply well-versed knowledge, argument, then it's a must. So language, like now, if I want to debate someone, he is a rabbi, he speaks Hebrew. And then he said to me, well, this word doesn't mean that. It's going to take me time to go check it out, look in the, because Hebrew is not my language. So he can play with me, he can lie, and it will take me time. I can get him busted itself because I can go to dictionaries and see all the meaning. But there is a huge difference between you know the language. The second you know the language, the person in front of you, he cannot even think about playing the games of language. So knowing language is very important. And if I want to study to be a priest, as an example, I want to be a bishop, then the first thing I will do, I will learn Hebrew and Aramaic and Greek, 3 languages. Arabic doesn't help me much except to connect dots between the Christianity and the cult of Muhammad.
I see.
Yeah, the language of the author, is what is important most. However, for us as a Christians, there's many good translations. Nothing is perfect, because it's still our translation. As an example, when Jesus says, I am, most of the translation, they just use the word I am. But this is not really what it says in the Bible. The same when they translate, they say that God, he said to Moses, he said to him, what I was saying. He said, I am who I am, right? But
Yeah.
But that statement there is, I am the living God. So what the translation says, I am. But in fact, it says, I am the living God. So by saying just I am, they miss the point of Jesus saying I am.
So I'm thinking if I go to like a Palestinian Christian church or Syrian Christian church, I imagine their Bible is in Arabic.
If you go to a Syrian, their Bible is in Aramaic.
No, not Assyrian, Syrian or
Depend.
Iraqi
If you have a Syriac, their Bible is in Aramaic.
I see.
Yeah, and Syriac actually they can teach you good Aramaic because they speak the language very well. Like if you want to learn from the Syriac, maybe they have course. I think they have courses in churches to keep the language alive. And if you join them, I don't think they will mind.
Well, I appreciate you. You've definitely got me interested in pursuing that field of academia a little bit more in a
Ev-
focused way.
Everything have a price. Everything. So to learn, you need to be patient. You need to give time, which means it will take an effort from your life. Time means life, you know. So when I say I'm going to study Aramaic, that means it will take me years. And depend on how, let us say, some of us are gifted to learn languages so fast. Some are not. You know, I can be gifted in something, but I can be not at all in something else. So it might take you maybe 3 years to be very good in Aramaic, but it's not going to take you 3 years to be, let us say, a person who can go deep in the language. It's going to take way more, maybe 10, 15, maybe. So it takes long time. Uh, Anything like, am I born? I know about Islam? No, I learn. We learn every day. Learning is a process, and if you think you know, that is the day you become foolish. You know, because you don't know.
I appreciate you enhancing my Islamic education. There's a lot that is shared on your channel that's not in the tafsir.
Yeah, we know. We try our help. Uh, if you can search for the Aramaic Peshitta translation, that will be a good translation. And I will give you an example of this translation to show you why it make a difference and why translation can be a big issue sometime. But it doesn't affect our faith, even if the translation is not too much accurate. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice.
God forbid.
It says here, and Yeshua, this is John 8, Peshitta Holy Bible Translation. This is Aramaic English. It says here, and Yeshua spoke again to them, with them, and said, I am the living God, the light of the world. Whoever follow me shall not walk. That makes sense, right? I am the, why is he saying the light? For his God. So if you go to different translation, you will see it says I am. But you know, there's something missing, you know. So I am the living God, the light of the world. Whoever follow me shall not walk in darkness, but shall find light of life. And then the Pharisees were saying to him, you are testifying about yourself? Your testimony is not true. Yeshua answered to them, even if I testify about myself, my testimony is true, because I know from where I have come and where I'm going, but you do not know. And then if you continue, we see here again, and this is what make a big difference. He said to them, and in your law, in written law, is written, the testimony of two men is true. I am the living God, I who testify about myself, and my Father who sent me. If Jesus said only I am, where is this, the rest of the meaning? They were saying to him, where is your Father? Yeshua answered and said to them, you know neither me nor my Father. If you had known me, you would have known my Father also. So if you read here, you will see there's a difference in the translation, and that can have a huge impact in the way you understand things. So each time you see here in the translation, each time Jesus says I am, he's not saying I am. He's saying I am the living God. And you can check the Aramaic, you know, or you can check the Greek. You will see how accurate that is.
I'll definitely be looking into this in my own time. I have one brief question that I was hoping you might be able to touch on. It was concerning the Sufi Muslims, because I know that among the Sufis they're the dancers and the artists and the poets, and I feel like they have a much more Christ-like philosophy about the way they practice their Islam. But I know that they're also looked at with a side eye by the rest of the Islamic community.
You have a wrong understanding of the Sufis. Sufis are a bunch of criminals. They killed a lot of Christians. They killed a lot of Armenians. They are very violent, and they are not artists. If they dance, doesn't make them artists. Ramazan Kadyrov and all the Chechen, they are Sufi. And they dance, and they have a music, and they have parties. So, whoever told you that Sufis are artists, this is not true. Sufi is, you know, the Muslims, when many nations, they converted to Islam because of the sword, they found Islam very solid like concrete, in a way like it's dry. There's no spirituality. Music is haram. Art is haram. So they wanted to have that, and this is what the Sufi is about. But still they are criminals. Very aggressive. Erdogan is a Sufi. Kadyrov is a Sufi. So the Sufism does not make them like when you mentioned like Christ, like what did that have to do with Christ? Why we?
What, like for example, I know that the poet Rumi is maybe one of the more known poets.
My friend, in a nation, let us say if I go to the Chechen Republic, there's a person who is an artist. Does that mean the Sufi are artists? No. Is that if there is someone of them, he don't want to kill anyone. He make poetry about love only. Does that mean the Sufism is a very aggressive Islamic sect? Even they claim that they are not like other Muslims, but as the Lord, He said, from their fruits you shall know them. And their history is bloody. And Chechnya is one of the biggest evidence. Go see Ramadan Kadyrov dancing like a monkey, but doesn't make him an artist. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And they try to present themselves that they are the bright side of Islam. There's many European, they are fascinated with some stupid dance. The same, I mean, I don't know, European, I find them always, I don't want to be insulting for European people, but I find European always are fascinated with anything is not European.
Sure.
So you show them a guru.
The exotic, something exotic.
Yeah, a guru. He sat in there his ass and he starts schooling them about how to live. But people are dying in India. The guru come all the way to LA to speak to the rich people of Hollywood. Sadhguru as an example. Why? Because he's coming to speak to the rich people. So the yoga and and they are fascinated with the Hindus and etc. But the Hindus' religion is not really a good religion. I mean, discriminate. This is a religion of discrimination. They have ranks.
I mean, the caste.
Yeah, they have a caste system. They used to burn the women when the husband die. So the Western, they are fascinated about anything. Give them a dish of shit, and it's made in an artist way, they will praise it. As simple as that. So they have they became hippie, and suddenly you see a guy, he's blonde and he have a red dot in his forehead, and a guy is holding the sun as a sign, and he worship Krishna. I saw them in Ukraine, a bunch of Ukrainian white blonde people. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. I tried to speak to them. I said, okay, I want to talk to you about Krishna. Can you talk to me? Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And they have the drum and they are jumping. I said, talk to me, man. I want to talk to you about Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. They don't even know they don't know what they are doing. So when we talk about, like, they show you those Sufi, they are wearing this dress and they keep going around themselves, right? You remember? I'm sure you know the dance, right? The Sufi dance.
Oh yeah, the circle dance.
Yeah. So the Western, they bring them to the stages. Those are criminals. So what if they do that? I mean, what does have to do with? I mean, it's a very, they are European, they lost their common sense and they fascinate with anything. They want to go to Dubai to see the desert. You know, I mean, it's a desert. The people of Dubai are running away from it. So
I think the way
they
that
got
I see it is
the, you know,
if these people could find God, that like the residual dance and the poetry and the architecture would be wonderful
my friend,
in another cultural context.
I believe that, you know, human being, he need, let us say, entertainment. And I believe that Western people in general, they become so empty inside. So they do not know what to entertain themselves. And they like to, you know, they are looking for a change. So, you know, the swimming suit was a short. Then the short became a bikini. And then the bikini became naked. And now what we can do? We need to change the sign of the gender in the bathroom. Okay, we change the sign of the gender in the bathroom. Okay, now we need to put, you know, I mean, so they are just bored. They are empty from inside. This is why the Muslims, they find them a very easy prey. They prey on them. They are shallow, uneducated, easy to manipulate. Like now you see those blonde people going in the street of free Palestine. They don't even know where is Palestine. They don't know even what the story, but they are going by thousands, and Hamas are using them. This is how foolish they are. So for me, I changed my mind about how European and Western are. And again, not everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but I used to think about Western are intelligent. I mean, look at the Middle East. I'm coming from Middle East. Garbage, literally garbage. Everything is corrupt. Everything is destroyed. I mean, everything is wrong. But when I came to the West, I noticed, yes, okay, they have technology. They have way things better than what we have. But the people are you know, they are screwed. They lost their common sense. Like in America, they don't even want to have a border. Criminals coming from everywhere. We hear everybody now, every day, a woman raped, a woman killed, drugs, etc. Still they want to, they lost their common sense. They lost their mind in other way.
Yeah.
Millions of people coming to Europe. I mean, in 20, 30 years from now, European, they will be a refugee in Europe. Literally. You will not find European in Europe. Me, myself, I am an immigrant. But I will not, if I am European, and this is I will never allow that. I mean, this is stupid. So they live in a stupid way. And they get fascinated with anything stupid. Because if you look at all the Sufi so-called art, you will see it's nothing but a form of a drugs. A bunch of people, they keep saying, going around themselves, saying the same words, saying the same sentence, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Okay, what is this about? Nothing except stupidity. The same as yoga. Yoga as a sport, I'm not against it. But yoga sitting in your ass for 10 hours is just a form of stupidity. If you want to do something good, it's not by sitting doing yoga, by going and helping somebody else. So Western are very easy to manipulate. This is what I see them. They are very naive. Muslim, they target them. As an example, jihad love. You know, they see a girl, she is blonde, they are obsessed with white women. You know, you are so beautiful, I will marry you, etc. Protect you, you know, not like those Western, they sleep with you, you know. He sleep with her. Few weeks after, he dump her. And now she is a Muslim. He tell her, you have to convert to Islam. I can't marry you if you're not a Muslim. So now the Muslim is supposed to receive him blessing from Allah. And this Western woman, she don't care. I mean, she don't care about God, Allah, potato, tomato. She's vacuum. She's vacuum machine, empty. So they take advantage of them. They target them. They target their country. And I believe strongly that the Western, if we can call them a race, they are under attack. And they are losing war because of their stupidity. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, a lot of them feel that way.
Yeah. If they don't repent and wake up, soon they will be minority in their land. Very soon.
Mr. Prince, that's only West Europe, please, not the East Europe.
Huh?
I have my identity. I don't like this Hare Krishna. Our countries, they believe very strong in God. It's more West Europe, like in Germany, French.
They are expanding, my
they are
friends,
really like
since Romania entered the European Union, you are that's it. You are inside the doom. The doom. They are forcing homosexuality. They are forcing everything on you. Otherwise,
Yes,
they will
yes.
not. They will not even give you money. You know, they will not even assist you.
They forced us to make this pride walk. And when you look before 20 years in Serbia, the people that tried to make pride walk, they got killed, you know? They
Well,
got killed and you cannot
we
walk
don't
there
want
as a
people.
gay.
We don't want people to kill people. But European Union, obviously, it is good maybe for protection of Europe, but in reality, like the appearance is this way, but in reality, they open their borders. It's controlled by liberals. Europe is controlled by two countries, France and Germany.
Yes, yes.
The rest is nobody, you know. And Germany is a very awkward country, very awkward. So
Yes.
as long you depend on those, especially Germany, then Europe will not be better. And as long you are part of European Union, then they are the one who will vote in their parliament for what is right for you, not you. They can
We are
force
not
it.
CP. We are in Serbia. We are not in the EU. They don't want us. We don't want
Yeah,
them.
yeah, you are in
We
Serbia,
are
but I'm saying
between.
I thought you are from Romania. Sorry.
No, Serbia, CP.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, in Romania or like now, even if Ukraine join European Union, they will do the same to them. So they are expanding. They're expanding their madness everywhere, and they force countries who join European Union. You have to do this, otherwise we will not help you. No. Yeah.
The most worst CPs were in Germany. I live in Germany, right? And every day, I'm not joking, every day you can go on the news and you will see a guy from Syria raped a girl, 12 years old, 9 years old. They kill them. And then they don't get presses. They don't go to the judge. You know, they have no problems because they have psychological problems. They need help. You know, they don't know what they do. It's crazy here. Germans are crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know, those countries are doomed, obviously. I remember when a person, no, there is a refugee building set on fire. And then the Germans, they start writing articles, tens of articles about the Nazi, the fascist. And then later, after a few weeks of attacking the right wing, supposedly, it turned to be that the one who set the fire is a Syrian guy. And then suddenly, the article changed from fascism, Nazi. The guy, he is so stressed, he is upset, he is sad. We need to help him. Like, oh, all the article before is about we need to find those people, we need to get rid of them, we need to destroy them. The second they found that the guy is from Syria, the whole article is switched upside down. He became a person who is depressed, a person who is suffering from issues, you know, or the guy who carry a knife, he start cutting the head of people in the street. So I mean, European. So this is why I'm saying Europe is doomed, literally doomed. And I believe Europe is going to face a civil war sooner or later. Maybe not now, maybe 10 years. Like now in Germany, there's more than 2 million Turkish. There's more than 2 million Syrian. Now we're talking about millions, you know. So if those people decide to take a state inside Germany, who's going to stop them? The whole army of the whole army of Germany is not even in the size of
No, Christian
Hezbollah.
Prince, you know what they do now with the army? The German army said they will now even take people who don't have the German passport because they are so low in people.
They are taking soldiers, not German, you mean?
Yes, yes, yes. That's the new
Yeah,
thing what is going.
there's no German. I went to Germany. I did not see a German in Germany. I never met a single German in Germany. Name one for me. All the one I met them, they are not German. Ex-Muslim. I met ex-Muslims. I met Amir, if you know him.
Yeah, I know him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I met with his brother. I met with others. I met with a Christian lady. I think she was from Bosnia. I met with ex-Muslim from Lebanon. Even they invited me to their house. The mother, the daughter, the family. Actually, she is the fiancée of Amir. They invited me to their, but I did not see German in Germany. I see all just migrant, Iran, Lebanon, Syria. A guy is Jordanian. He is an ex-Muslim. I did not see German.
No,
So
you are true, Mr. Prince. That's really true. It's sad. We left, but it's actually sad. I go outside, I don't see a German anymore.
yeah.
Really.
Well, whoever was going to take over the land, he deserved it better than them. The one who don't protect his land, he don't deserve his land. I will not feel sorry for
Exactly.
anyone. Yeah. And this will happen to you too. If you don't protect your land in Serbia, somebody will take it. As simple as that.
They try, Mr. Prince. We have so many problems. They try from left and right. The EU tries us. They want us to give sanctions. The East give us sanctions.
The
We really
NATO,
fight.
the European Union, and the NATO, obviously, they are trying to destroy Serbia, and they are supporting Muslims in Kosovo, and there's no doubt about it. Like even they forbid them, they forbid their currency, they forbid them from striking, they forbid them from celebrating their national days, and the European, they are all the way supporting the Muslims in Kosovo. There's nothing but hatred against Serbian. Very evil. Very evil.
Yes, you know what is crazy? It's like with Israel, Palestine, Kosovo is the same. It's our country. We were always there. It's our buildings. It's our churches. And they try now to make a new history. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Yeah, well, this is why you have to fight and defend your country. Otherwise, they will take it over it. Anyway, I love Serbian people. I believe they are strong men and they are not cowards. I respect them for that. Let us take another caller, if you don't mind, my brother.
Of course. Thank you for your time. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Take care. Who is here waiting for long? Paddy?
If I was there. Hello, hello, Christian Prince. How are you?
Go ahead. I'm fine.
Yep. So I was, by the way, thank you for the lesson you told me yesterday. It really boosted up my endurance, it really boosted me up. So I decided, as I was reading into the topic regarding can Allah be seen and did Muhammad see his God?
Yeah.
And I was debating with a Muslim about it. So in their Quran, I think, in their Quran, Surah 50, I quoted that yes, Muhammad did see his God in Surah 53, verse 1 to 18, and 81 Surah 81, 15 to 29. Now I went there. I went to the Quran. I'm actually quoting Quran.com, and I went to Surah 53, verse 11, and it says that the prophet, it's quoted, heart did not doubt what he saw. In Arabic, it is ما كذب الفؤاد ما رأى. Yep, and it's and under in Surah 53, verse 13. Here it's very confusing because it says in the English, he says, and he certainly saw the angel descend a second time. But if you read it in the Arabic, it says وَلَقَدْ رَآهُ نَازِلًا
نزلة أخرى ولقد رآه نزلة
Yes,
أخرى. Yeah.
yes. So where it doesn't say the angel descended, and I went, and maybe I thought that this is wrong, like something is wrong. I went to legacy.quran.com,
Yeah.
and I read Surah 81, verse 23. And in the English it says, and he has already seen Gabriel in the clear horizon. But you go in the Arabic, وَلَقَدْ رَآهُ بِالْأُفَاقِ الْمُبَيَّنِ. So it doesn't say
Yeah,
it doesn't say
all the
Gabriel.
translation is false, because simply there
It doesn't.
is a problem here. There's a problem here.
Yeah.
If you see verse number 10, it says فَأَوْحَى إِلَى عَبْدِهِ مَا أَوْحَى, and this is what makes the biggest problem, because here it says, so he convey the inspiration to his slave. Now, if this is the angel who is coming down, why Muhammad is called a slave of the angel? You know? So, so now what they do, they say, so did Allah convey the inspiration? But they are talking about a person who just came down. You know, where's the angel? There's no angel. So here, there is a very stupid statement, and the Muslim, they try to cover up for it. Why? Because if you go up, you will see here in Arabic it says ثم دنا فتدلى.
Yep.
Tadalla is like holding a rope and coming down, not closer as you say here. This is false.
Yep.
Tadalla is you holding a rope and going down like in the wall, or but holding a rope. Like the same we say when you dalu, the one you carry the water with it. Why it's called dalu? Yeah, because you throw the container in the water well. That's why we call it, because it's connected to rope. So here Allah is coming. If this is Allah, is coming with the rope, and then he gets so close in a distance of 2 bow length or nearer. But if this is the angel Muhammad, he saw the angel many times. Isn't it every verse Muhammad he receives is from the angel? So what is about?
Yeah.
What is the unique about it? And then here it says, فَأَوْحَى إِلَىٰ عَبْدِهِ, and he inspired, his slave. And here is the problem. So all what you see here in the translation is just to cover Arabic mistake, or Muhammad claiming that his God was a monkey coming with a rope.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him about it. He said he never stated that he saw, apparently Muhammad saw Allah. He saw actually Gabriel, and he stated something about, if I'll actually pull it up, just give me a second, what he said. Yep. Here he says, and indeed he saw him in the clear horizon.
Yeah. Did I lose you?
Yep, just give me a second.
Okay.
Yep, sorry about that. I'm really sorry. He said to me, and indeed he saw him in the clear horizon, meaning indeed Muhammad saw Jibreel, who brought him the message from Allah in the form that Allah created him, i.e. his true form, and he had 600 wings. And the next sentence he said, give me a second. Yep, and then he quoted. He said in Sahih Muslim, on the authority of Abdu Dar, he said, I asked the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, have you seen your Lord? he and slash peace and blessing be upon him said, I saw light. He said, I saw light.
Yeah, I know this hadith, yeah.
And in the other word, he said, light, how can I see it? So peace and blessing be upon him. He explained that he did not see his Lord, but rather saw light, he said. And Aisha was asked about that, and she reported that he did not see his Lord. And then he told me after that, next time when the hadith is not from one of the two sahis, don't mention it.
Yeah, you know, all of this because Muslims, they try to find a solution for this confusion, you know. And when Muhammad, he said, there's a hadith says he saw him by his heart, but when he went to heaven, he saw light. And then he said again in different hadith, well, how I can see him if he's light. However, all those stories are contradiction to what Muhammad he said in the Quran. He said, لا تدركه الأبصار. No eyes can catch him or see him. So if you go in the Quran, let's go here.
Yep.
You will see here it says, chapter 6, verse 103. No vision can grasp him, but his grasp is over all vision. So if Muhammad said he saw his God, he's lying, because this will be a contradiction for the Quran. If Muhammad he say he did not see his God, that will make him lying, because it says it clearly that he saw a light, as you said in the hadith. If Muhammad he say he saw a light, he say in different hadith, how I can see him if he is just a light. So all of those lead us to one thing. Muhammad, Muslims, scholars are confused about what Muhammad is talking about. Muhammad is a fool, and this is why when a fool he speak, who should listen? He's just an idiot. He keeps saying things opposing things. If nobody can see Allah, then all the chapter you mentioned to me here in the front of us is wrong.
Yeah, it's false. I was
Because
gonna say
look what it says here, you know. First of all, the first verse in the chapter is very stupid. I mean, by the stars when it goes down. And that will tell you that the one who is talking about, he must be a star. What the star? Who is coming down? A star. Is right? And then this is star, and then this is star. He come down and he saw him in the horizon, right?
Yep.
Verse number 7.
Yep.
And then this is star. He came down and approached closer like in a rope. And then he was so close, in a distance of 2 arms. And then this is star. He did convey to his slave Muhammad. So who is the God of Muhammad? A star.
The shooting star.
Otherwise,
yeah.
I challenge any Muslim to tell me what is the connection. Even the name of the chapter is the star. Right? What the connection of Gabriel, if this is Gabriel, what this connection with the star? Is Gabriel a star? No.
According to the Muslims, I don't know.
No. Is Allah a star? Obviously yes. Because all here it says that he inspire. He did not give him inspiration. فَأَوْحَى. You see? Here they say convey. No, in Arabic it says, and you speak Arabic, فَأَوْحَى, which means he inspired, not convey. He inspired him. And the one who inspired you is God, not angel. They try to fix it, and they say word is not there. And then if you change the translation, you will see every Muslim translation is different, because all of them, they are in trouble trying to fix the poo-poo of Muhammad. And you cannot make a poo-poo, you cannot make a fertilizer from a Muhammad poo-poo. Nobody can make fertilizer. It's just too much, you know, dirty and ugly. So all of this, like here we go. So Allah convey inspiration to his slave Muhammad through Jibreel. Where it says that, they're trying to fix it. You just change the translator, you will find totally new translation, totally new words. None of them agree. None of them agree with the other ones. English community Allah. There's a translation called Community Allah. Okay, that's a good one. He revealed to his servant what he revealed. Okay, who? The one who came down.
Yep.
But is
Yep,
Muhammad is
yeah.
a servant of Jibreel? No.
Yeah. No.
And it says it clearly, it continue like, then he drew, then he came closer. So when he came closer, he revealed to his slave what he revealed.
Yeah.
And again, revealed is false. Awha is not revealed.
Awha is not revealed.
Yeah, it's inspired.
It's like, yeah. Inspiration. Yes, it inspires something.
Well, I encourage you, keep studying, taking notes. And by time, you know, you will learn how to get them busted so easy.
Yep. Thank you very much. I just wanted to confirm it with you because the other guy had me like a bit thinking, but then I was like, wait, what do you mean? That doesn't make sense. So thank you for clarifying.
All right, thank you.
About it.